Hello to my first video from earlyadapter.me. The video will show you how to build a fantastic small server that will host all of the topics we will see in the next videos. Why did I choose the Intel NUC? So I was researching for a 24/7 server that is quiet, has got very low power consumption rate, something around about 20 to 30 watts, and is transportable because of, for example, demo labs at a customer site. The server should be fast enough to host more than 8 virtual machines with 32 GB of RAM and should be a good platform for VMware, E6i or Windows Server Hyper-V. Let's take a closer look to the specifications of the Intel NUC. There are 3 core models now, built with an Intel i3, i5 or i7 CPU. I decided to go with the i5 model. The i7 is $100 more on the list and will create too much heat that will end up in too much fan noise. If you use this wonderful piece of hardware as a server, for example Windows Server 2016, a lot of features can't be used, so the wireless Bluetooth SD card won't be available because of the lack of drivers from Intel for Windows Server 2016. If you use as an operating system Windows 10, for example, all of these features will be supported and you can download the drivers from the Intel homepage. So on the next slide we can see an important hint. What is needed to finish up your system? You have to buy an M2 NVMe or a SSD and some memory. The i5 CPU is on the board yet. I would prefer to buy NVMe as operating system and virtual machine data store and 2 DDR4 with 16 GB each. So let's start the unboxing. I use a knife, a Swiss Army knife. That will do it for the box. So open the Intel NUC box. And first we can see the Intel NUC chassis with all the mainboard and the i5 included, some manuals, short inductions, safety informations, and then there's a plate where we can mount the Intel NUC to a monitor, some screws. On the right side you can see screws for SSDs, and on the left side the screw is for a short version of an M2 NVMe. We will see this later when I mount my NVMe into the Intel NUC. And some power stuff, the power adapter, multi-country AC plugs are included, and a sticker finally that will remember us that we are using an Intel i5. So for this step the unboxing is complete. So this is the unboxed Intel NUC with a Thunderbolt C connector, 2 additional USB 3 ports, an Intel network card with a 1 gigabit connection, HDMI and an AC power plug. On the side we've got an SD micro card reader, and on the front we have got 2 more USB 3 ports, a headphone and mic plug and the power button. On the button we've got 4 screws to open the Intel NUC, and when you buy the Intel NUC there is no memory included and there is no local storage included, so just the i5 CPU from Intel and the mainboard. So I decided to buy one 16 GB memory module. It's a DDR4 SODIMM And you can place 2 modules into the Intel NUC, and the maximum memory you can configure is 32 gigabyte. For the local storage, I decided to take an NVMe from Samsung. It's my absolutely favorite one. So it's the 960 EVO M2. So it's a real NVMe because it uses the PCI lanes and not the SATA lanes or SATA bus. And if you use the 1 terabyte NVMe, you can host all your virtual machines on that NVMe, the operating system, and it will reduce the need to use an additional SSD, because the additional SSD will create a little bit of heat inside the system, and that will result in that the Intel NUC runs a little bit more often on the fan than needed. So this is my Intel SSD. It's an 800 gigabyte one. I need more additional storage for some backups and to store the ISOs and exported virtual machines. So let's start to open the Intel NUC, and I did a little bit fast forward that we can skip the process of screwing. Be careful when you open the Intel NUC. So the first thing you can see is the slot where we can place the additional SSD. I would avoid to use an hard disk to place there because of the temperature created by the hard disk. Be careful when you pull the slot up. You can see the modules for memory, and here you can see the slot for the M2 NVMe. And I start with the memory, open plastic cover, fix it into the slot and press it carefully down until you hear a click. That's it. The memory module is adjusted, and now I will unbox the Samsung 960. This is for the long version, and you can see in the middle there is a screw for the short NVMe version. So be careful when you start to place the NVMe. There's one screw, and then take the NVMe, place it into the slot and push it a little bit down. Take the screw and that's it. So now we will build in the additional SSD. That's a very easy process. The 4 screws are from the first part of the video where we unbox the Intel NUC. Take these screws. I also did a little fast forward. Close the bottom and fix it carefully because of the long screws. Press the screws carefully down and then adjust them with a screwdriver. Don't use too much power, and that's it. So welcome your new mini server. So the final step will be a little one. We've got different power plugs in the box. So one is for EU, one is for the UK, for US and for Australia. I also did a little fast forward here. And now the final step, power on your Intel NUC. And push the button. And that's it. So if you are in the BIOS, please go to the cooling tab and change the cooling fan control to the quiet mode. This mode will reduce the fan enormously and will set up a quiet Intel NUC.